active. We're not men. We have a better building sense of direction. But seeing as it's getting late, we should probably think about setting up camp for the evening.
It's only 5 women and not thieves after all. Not that I was scared, mind you.
Now, ladies, since each of us remembered to bring our scented oil, I think we have enough to take a bit from one and get a fire started. Keep it going through the night, still have enough for the wedding.
Oil. My luck has changed for the good. But now I have to remember, needs to be strong, forceful, and direct. Women respect that, you know. You have to tell them who's boss. Women, I want your oil!
This would make a stunning evening gown.
And this would make a nice blouse. And this makes a lovely necklace. I always wanted some bling.
These would make a nice... Well, I bet I can make a lot of excellent wicks for our oil lamps.
Well, he isn't going to bother anybody for oil again. Or for anything else, for that matter.
Hush, ladies. There may be more of them.
Do you really think so, Martha?
Believe me, guys like these seldom travel alone.
Well, let's go someplace else then. This is no place for 5 defenseless women. 5 defenseless women. 5 women.
Don't leave me like this! Oh! Oh! I suppose you're amused by all this. Oh! Oh! How could it get any worse? A scout! I had to ask.
Whoa, dude. You don't look too good. Oh, you don't smell too good either. Oh, man. Oh, I'm so glad I bought this. Oh, here, dude. Let me help you out of there. Now, dude, tell me your story.
Well, I will, but first, hey, do you have anything I could wear in that duffel bag?
Sure, dude. Let me check. What size do you wear?
A large petite.
Major bummer, dude. I don't have any large petites, but here, try these. They're the biggest I got. Now, dude, what on earth happened to you?
Well, I was just sitting there minding my own business when, out of nowhere came this band of thieves. And there were 50 of them. And they just attacked me. And I just tried to fight them off, but you know, I just simply outnumbered.
Wow. Well, dude, luckily for you, they must have just been like fabric freaks or something.
Yeah, lucky for me. Look at me! Oh, great!
Awesome, dude. Surf's up.
Oh. Well, it can't be helped. Come on, my traveling companions are up the trail setting up camp, and you might as well just come along and stay with us for the night, because it's the best I can do for all this.
Really? Well, that would be like totally awesome. Thanks, dude.
Well, you're welcome. But could you do me a favor and stop calling me dude? Do you ever get the feeling that you're forgetting something? Well, I guess it can't be anything important.
It was nice of that nice business lady to campfire with us. But where did she go off to in such a hurry?
Back to that deal we just passed. You got a call on your cell phone, went over there for a better reception.
It's the oil peeping Tom, and this time he brought his posse.
You! What have you done to my clothes?
Your clothes, finders, keepers, island things.
Didn't exactly find them now, did you?
Here are your pants, sir. Well, what's left of them.
Sybil, you don't have to be nice to him. Remember, he's the oil peeping Tom.
Ladies. That's no oil peeping Tom. That's my reverend. Your reverend? And who's the kid with him?
Well, this is a kid that came along and loaned me these clothes I'm wearing.
Oh, you don't say. Ew, what's that awful smell?
Well, I'm afraid it's me. I had a bad run-in with a skunk back there, and I haven't completely aired out yet.
Oh, you can say that again.
Folks call me Bawanna, because once the chicks get a hold of me, they like, Bawanna have more.
Hello, Mr. Bawanna. My name is Martha, and here we have Bambi and Sybil and Veronica and Tiffany.
Where's Sybil?
No, trust me.
Martha, ladies, my name is Cynthia Winslow Chesterton III. I'm a deacon, and this is the Reverend Cornelius. Both from the same family.
Then you must be the weird fat uncle that no one wants to talk about.
No, not like that. Perhaps I should have made myself clearer. We both go to the same church. We're on our way to Jeriland, so the Reverend here to perform the royal wedding ceremony.
What? You? How on earth did you pull that off? You've got to be kidding. What, did the king lose a bet or something?
Lose a bet? Oh, I never.
Well, you have now. That's it, girls. We're going back home.
Oh, no, we're not. We didn't come all the way here to turn around and go back.
And I suppose Bawanna's going to the royal wedding, too?
Me? Oh, no, ma'am. I'm on my way to Jeriland to start up a new business.
And listen, even if you want to go, as Reverend of the Royal Wedding, I'm going to cancel all of your invitations for what you did to me back there.
Sorry, Reverend. You can't do that. Only the king can cancel invitations to the royal wedding.
Well, as Reverend of the Royal Wedding, I'm going to put all 5 of you way in the back row.
Again, sorry, Reverend. You can't do that either. Only the king can change the seating arrangement.
Only the king can change the seating arrangements. Only the king can change the seating arrangements. Must be good to be the king.
Well, I don't care if it is good or not. You have just ruined this whole wedding. And here I was picturing the royal wedding with the royal minister performing the ceremony, being so distinguished and proper, and most of all,
Nothing but the best.
Oh, all right, I give up. I guess since we're stuck with each other until we get to Jeriland, we just have to make the best of it. Just make sure you keep your side of the family on that side of that bush.
Fine.
Like,
Freezing.
So am I, Reverend. Let us use some of that oil. That'll at least help get the fire started.
I think those women over there must have taken that too.
no, they didn't. You
Like I said, those women over there took that too.
Those dirty, rotten women.
Well, I guess I can go over there and ask for our oil bath.
You do that. But remember, be strong, forceful, and direct. Don't take no for an answer.
I won't. Thanks for your tip.
Watch this. It's gonna be a cat fight.
What is it? I need you to do me a favor. It seems that our camp is in need of some oil to start a campfire.
Oh, I don't know. We need all the oil we have for the wedding.
Oh, but Tiffany, haven't you heard that it's better to give than it is to receive? Why, it creates a blessing for the giver.
A blessing, a blessing. A blessing would be good. Here, let me give you my oil. Here, take my oil.
Oh, Tiffany, that is so gracious, but do you think you could get us any more? Ours is but a puny campfire.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, 2 bigger dozens of them to go, please.
Sweet dreams, Bambi. Here, that's the best I could get without waking everybody up.
Oh, thank you so much, Tiffany. I'm sure this will be more than enough. Now I must be going. I'll make sure you get these containers back with whatever oil is left over before sunrise so no one knows that they're gone.
But what about the blessing?
Oh, Tiffany, I'll make sure you get exactly what you deserve. Good night.
Good night, Reverend.
That was too easy. My bet is that she's the brains of the bunch.
Don't my sisterhood.
What was that, Reverend Dude?
Oh, never mind. How did we do? Well, splendid. I think I'll give you the honor of lighting the fire.
Thanks.
Boy, this is going to be great. We're going to be warm as toast. Oh, but you know, I'm getting a little sleepy here. Yeah, this nice warm fire, I think it'd be great to sleep soon.
Well, you're not going to sleep here. That skunk smell of yours is going to keep me awake all night.
You've got a point, Reverend Dude. Chip, you reek.
Well, where am I going to sleep?
Well, you're not sleeping over here.
I wasn't even thinking about it, thank you very much. But where am I going to sleep?
I don't know. There's a clearing way down there beyond those trees that's downwind. You should be okay way over there.
Whew, my toast just got cold. Whew.
This'll teach those women to steal our oil. Try to keep your lamps burning with this sand.
Who is this man before me?
Reverend Cornelius, Your Honor.
And what are the charges?
Assaulting a person with a rock, attempted oil theft, dressing weird and smelling bad in public, and failure to show compassion towards another human being that was near death.
Does the defendant have anything to say on his own behalf?
I don't know.
Just as I thought. Let the trial begin. Your first witness.
For assaulting a person with a rock, Forest Court calls the road construction worker of Jericho Street. Sir, could you please tell the court in your own words what happened earlier today?
Well, I was working on the street with my jackhammer when all of a sudden I get hit on the noggin with a stone thrown by some wise guy.
And is this so-called wise guy present in the courtroom now?
He sure is. That's him right over there. I even saw him pitching another rock he had behind his back.
Let the record show that the worker has identified the Reverend Cornelius. Your witness, Reverend Cornelius.
When you came out to find out who threw the rock, was there someone standing next to me?
Well, come to think of it, there was a sort of skinny gal. Kind of pretty.
So, how did you know who threw the rock? I mean, the woman standing next to me, as you recall, was far more athletic than I. Perhaps I was just playing the gentleman and holding the rock for her. Hmm? Are you saying that a person like me could throw a rock that far with that much accuracy? Are you saying that a person like me could hurt a person like you?
No way, Bob. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm not so sure if he was the one who did anymore, since there are two of them staying there at the time. I would like to drop the charge.
Draft.
Very well. The first charge against Reverend Cornelius is dismissed. The next is attempted oil theft.
This forest court calls to the stand Martha, owner of Martha's Beauty and Chiropractic Salon. Now, Martha, could you please tell this court in your own words what happened to you and your companions earlier this fateful afternoon?
Sure. It all started when we got our wedding invitations from our friend Maria, the bride-to-be at the royal wedding. It was going to be a scented oil lamp wedding, and we all had our scented oil with us. But the road to Jeriland was closed, so we had to take this trail through the forest, and we were about halfway there when this man jumps out from behind the bushes and starts demanding that we give him our oil. Well, we didn't know what else he had in mind, and we weren't about to find out. So we fought him off as best we could, us being only 5 defenseless women and all.
Defenseless women? Ha!
Order! Order in the court. There will be no such outburst like that in my court. Do I make myself clear, Reverend Cornelius?
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
You may proceed if you will.
Thank you, Your Honor. Anyway, we were able to escape with all our oil and our dignity intact.
Thank you, Martha. Your witness.
What you have told the court is mostly true. I did jump out of the bushes and demand your oil. But when I came to, certain ones of my personal belongings had mysteriously disappeared. For instance, my coat, my shirt, my pants, and my gold chain cross. And I distinctly remember one of you women saying that my coat was good.
May I have a word with the defendant in private, please?
Well, this is highly unusual. But if it's all right with the prosecutor, it's all right with me.
The witness is free to do so.
I know exactly where you're going with this, and this is blackmail.
You're right, Missy. And if I'm going down for theft, you're going down with me. So what's it going to be? Drop the charges or celebrate the royal wedding with me in jail?
Very well. I'll drop the charge.
Fine. Fine.
Your Honor, since nothing of ours was actually taken, and if Reverend Cornelius is really sorry for scaring us,
I am really sorry for scaring them, Your Honor.
then I'm going to drop the charge.
What?
So be it then. Charge of attempted oil robbery against Reverend Cornelius is dismissed.
The next charge is dressing weird and smelling bad in public. Surely the court can use its own senses to see and smell that this fact is still very much true.
Does the defendant have anything to say about this matter?
I'd be glad to, Your Honor. After I was so rudely disrobed in the bushes, I was still reeling in shock, as you might well imagine. And as I was trying to get out of the bushes, I was sprayed by a skunk.
The weird clothes?
Well, this kid came by and lent me these so-called clothes to wear, Your Honor. And distinguished animals of the jury, I just want you to know that I am just the victim of unfortunate circumstance. I'm wearing this pitiful outfit only out of common decency to keep myself from the weather. I would much rather be in my own clothes than to be seen like this.
This court dismisses the charge in view that the defendant is telling the truth, because nobody in his right mind would ever look and smell like that on his own free will. Order! Order!
Yes!
Order! There is still one charge left, and it is very serious. That of failure to show compassion on another human being who was near death. Ms. Prosecutor, please bring in your key witness.
This Forest Court calls to the stand the very same man that was attacked early this morning on Jericho Street. My good man, can you please tell this court what happened to you earlier this morning?
Early this morning, I was jumped by two robbers that dragged me into the bushes, clubbed me, and stole all of my money. Later, I heard two people coming by. I must have fainted. When I came to, he was standing next to me. However, I must have passed out again, because when I came to the second time, he was gone. Then a kindly camper came by and took care of me. He put me in his car, drove me to the hospital. He even paid all my hospital bills.
A touching story indeed. Do you have anything to say about this?
Well, Your Honor, he was all bloody and dirty, and I had this royal wedding to do for the king, and I had to look my best. Of course, that was before all this.
I am sure that the king would have understood giving you some clean clothes to do your duty, unless he would have hired a different person.
A different person. That's it. The deacon. She was the one that persuaded me not to help this man in the first place.
Let me remind the court that the deacon is not the one on trial here. Reverend Cornelius, does not mankind have something called free will to know the difference between right and wrong and to act as such?
Well, you don't understand. I mean, it's a bit more complicated than that.
It might have been your first idea not to help this man, but you did indeed go along with it. Isn't that the outcome the same?
Do you have any closing remarks to say on your own behalf?
Well, Your Honor, I am sorry. Truly, I am sorry.
Bailiff, will you please escort the witness out while the jury reaches its verdict by writing the words guilty or innocent in the ledger. Reverend Cornelius, please stand. The jury of this Forest Court finds you, the defendant, Reverend Cornelius, guilty of failure to show compassion on another human being who is near death. Members of the jury, what say you we do to him?
Claw and maul! Maul and claw! Claw and maul, maul and claw! It can't be! Claw and maul! Maul and claw! You must not have heard me. I said I was sorry. Claw and maul! Your Honor! Maul and claw! Please, I can change. Please lighten the sentence to cleaning up the forest or some sort of forest service. Claw and maul! Oh, please! Claw and maul! Maul and claw! I don't claw and maul. Please, I can change. Oh, I can change. Really? I can. I won't. Sure. No. I can change. I can be a different person. No, I can't. Yes.
I believe you.
Well, where am I?
I'm in the forest, Reverend Dude. Don't you remember? Man, that must have been one bummer of a nightmare.
That it was, Bawanna. That it was.
Well, I just came out here to say that the ladies and I are about ready to go. How about you?
Oh, I need to stay and get myself together a bit, I think. You tell them I'll be right along in a minute.
Whatever you say, your Reverend Dudeship. Just don't be too long.
I can change. Yeah. You know, God, if I'm going to change, it's going to have to be step by step and with your help. So, please help me. Forgive me. Thank you. Amen. What is that? I smell this strange scent of a barbecued spare ribs on the air. Hey, gang, wake up for me.
5 defenseless women. Alone. Looking for romance, or at least a date, in the forest. Sounds such a great idea. It looks like I'm going to have to go on ChristianMingle.com after all.